She should be. We're just waiting for it to connect.
Hi.
Girl!
I'm sorry. Like, I just text my team like, what is the all hip hop thing? Like, I'm waiting to get a phone. I mean, get the number or something. They're like, it's alive. I'm like,
Girl, it's alive!
they did not tell me. Look how I'm looking,
At
girl.
least you woke up looking flawless.
This is terrible. How you doing?
I am great. You look pretty still.
Thank you. Like I woulda, put some lip gloss on. I still got my hair wrapped up.
Look at all these hard faces. Look at all these hard faces.
Oh my God. Thanks, y'all.
That is so funny. Well, thank you for joining us. I know it's so early in the morning, but we are happy to have you. So much to talk about, Zonnique. So let's go ahead and just jump right on in, girl. So you're on Family Hustle and Friends, right? Show is popping. So just tell us, tell our audience, those who are just getting familiar with you, who you are. I mean, of course, I told them 10,000 times, but just familiarize us, and about the show.
Well, I'm Zonnique. I am one of the stars on T.I. and Tiny's Family Hustle. I am also an artist. I do music. I'm an entertainer. All of that.
That is so cool. So, I just have so many questions because you have not only two successful parents, you have a whole outside of collective of extended family that are also pretty successful, right? Monica, Latoya, Toya,
Right.
What kind of pressure do you feel, or do you ever feel pressure, or no?
I would say that if there's any pressure, I put the pressure on myself. Like, I don't really feel pressure from other people for me to do anything or for me to be better than my parents. I just think that I push myself and put the most pressure on myself to be as best as I can be.
Right. And I see that Monica was giving a lot of love to you during the listening party. How much does she influence your music? Is she like an influence as well?
Yeah, for sure. I really like a lot of my influence comes from like 90s artists, so like Brandy's and the Monicas. Yeah, so I'm definitely very influenced by Monica. All her songs are so personal and you like feel real emotion through it. So definitely one of my inspirations.
Now, how much different is it filming the show at this age opposed to when you were younger?
It's such a big difference, honestly. When I was young, I mean, I'm still a shy person, but when I was young, I was really shy and I didn't really feel comfortable being my normal self on TV. Like they would ask me to do stuff, and I'm like I'm too scared. Like on Tiny and Toy, I'll never forget. They wanted me to sing, and I did not want to do it. And I ended up singing "Amazing Grace," which was just like, and I don't know why. Like that's what terrible. But now, like, I'm more open to doing things, and like, I'm not scared to be filming because I'm filming with my family. Like, I'm very comfortable now that I'm older.
That is awesome. So, this is the question that I know you probably dread, but we're going to ask. I mean, does T.I., has T.I. ever given like the sanction or like approval of your boyfriend? Like, what's that like?
You said, has he ever gave like approval?
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't really look for his approval, so he doesn't say like I approve of this guy, but he does want to, oh, let me talk to you, come on, step outside. Like that's his thing. If I have a boyfriend, oh, let me talk to you for a minute, and they be outside for an hour or so just talking. And honestly, they never tell me what they talked about when they come back inside the house. Like my boyfriend now, I'm like, how was the conversation? They both was like, oh, like we gotta understand it now. And it's just like that's how it makes him feel better that he can just talk to them and, I guess kind of scare them in his own way. I don't really know.
Do you feel like he might have threatened him? Like, if you do anything, I'm going to shoot you?
I'm sure there's definitely a little bit of that going on in the combo.
Right. How long has it been with you guys so far?
Right now, my relationship, we've been together for a year and some months now.
So,
up on 2.
How hard is it dating a rapper? Like, is that hard?
You know, I wouldn't say that is that hard, but I haven't had to experience. I mean, my boyfriend's been on tour and stuff, so I don't know. Like, I haven't had to experience the crazy parts of, dating a rapper. I would say, like, my boyfriend, he's been rapping for a while, but he's now like getting his
Fame.
his fame. Like, so it's fresh, but we shall see the hardships that come with dating a rapper for real. Because this is like my first time really dating a rapper that's out and really doing his thing.
So let's talk about this new music, girl. Tell us about your new single.
Okay. Well, both of my new singles called FTCU, yes, and Winner. Winner is the first single, but both of these songs I was really excited to put out. Well, FTCU I wasn't going to put out at all. I always liked it, but it just wasn't the song I was going to put out. So I put a clip up and my fans were like, they wanted it. So I'm like, I'm giving it to y'all. Just give me a minute. But Winter was always a song that I wanted to be a single I wanted to put out first because I just felt like I was popping my shit. Like I love to talk shit every now and then.
Girl, yes. Now we have some people asking, right, what does FTCU stand for? Let us know.
It stands for Fuck the Club Up. The song used to be Nola Bounce, but I'm like, I'm not from New Orleans, so it can't really be Nola Bounce.
I mean, I think it's definitely cool to be inspired. Doesn't mean that you have to be from there.
Yeah, definitely. The whole song is inspired by New Orleans feels.
That is awesome. And tell us about Winner.
Winner is a song that I really
I love that song.
Thank you. I wrote it in like 10 minutes, honestly.
What?
I was really just talking about stuff that happened in my past, and I like write stuff in my notes over time. I have the note file is really so old, like from years, but I've always writing the same note, and it's like titled concepts, and it's just stuff that I go through, and I'll look through it. I'm like, man, like I never really touched on this, and that song is really about stuff that happened in my past, people that I cut off, my circle one right. And I'm like, I have to talk about this. And that's how that song came about.
I love it. Yeah, other people are saying they love it. So,
thank you.
When is there an album coming?
I've been really...
I mean, Atlanta is open. Okay, so that means there ain't no excuse now. Well, how do you feel about that?
You're right about that. I'm really scared about that because I'm trying to stay safe, but my boyfriend, he's like, we not scared of the Rona. Like, no, I'm scared of the Rona. So, Atlanta, people are throwing parties. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday. They don't care. Like, I care about the Rona.
Yeah, Rona is so real. My dad has Corona, and he just got it. Yeah, he literally just got Corona. So it's like, just when we thought we were out of this, and into the clear. So it's people still getting infected.
Yeah, it's nothing to play with. That's what I keep trying to say, and nobody's listening to me.
Right. Well, I'm happy that you know. So
sure.
I know that your mom, she was in this iconic group, Escape. And I'm sure that she had a big influence on your music when you were younger. Does she have much say in the direction of your music today?
I would say that I really trust her opinion. Like, my mom is always the first person I send my music to, really the only person I send my music to. So I love to get her ear and her opinion, but I wouldn't say that she has like the actual say so on what goes. Now that I'm older, like I always make the last decision, and she makes sure of it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like she does give you guys some kind of vote to kind of do your own thing, and I was watching and I saw her doing the nail line and lip gloss line with Eris, and she let Eris like choose her own colors. So it looks like she does give you guys some kind of space.
Yeah, she definitely does, but she always just wants to make sure that everything is perfect. So a little bit of both.
Right. Do you ever get people who attribute your success to your parents?
Definitely. I think that people just associate me with my parents, period. And that's really been like my whole life struggle, I would say. Like, it's something that all my siblings struggle with or are going to struggle with. I don't really know for Eris. I mean, I feel like Eris is doing her thing already. Like,
right, little baby.
People may know Eris as Eris off top, but I think just growing up under, I forgot they my parents, but parents that are famous, people come up to you and they're like, "Who your daddy? Like, ain't you T.I. daughter?" And it's just like, "Who's your daddy?" Like,
Right, like that's so rude.
Yeah, so
like who does that?
Yeah, it's something that you get used to, but when as you get older, you're like, this is not the person I want to be. So I think that everybody, wants to make their own lane, their own name, growing up that way.
I can imagine. So we have a ton of questions from people, and they're dropping them in the comments. So the first question I see is, why didn't you record the song T.I. wrote for you?
You know what? He really sends me songs all the time. Not all the time. Let me not big it up. He sends me songs randomly, like, "Oh, I got this song for you. I think it'll sound good." And I listen to it and I tell him, "Yeah, I want to do it," but I really don't get around to doing it. And I don't ask for stuff, so I'm not always rushing to do stuff with him. Like, I kind of want my parents to know, like, "Oh, I can do this on my own." Like, yeah, maybe you don't see it happening, but like, I got it covered. And I think they're always trying to step in. But I'm still interested in doing a song. It's not, he kind of made it seem like I just shut him all the way down. And that's not how it happened. I never shut him down. I always say I'm going to do it. I just haven't done it.
That is so funny. And I can imagine. He's probably like, "Can you please?"
Yeah, he's like, "You take all your mom's advice. Like, can you do something with me?" That's what is be going on. It's the battle of the parents.
Now someone's asking, when are you putting out Got to Get Over You?
Got to Get Over You was going to be the other single of the two singles that I put out, but I ended up on FTCU because, my fans wanted it, like I said. But my project, what you asked me, but I never answered it because I forgot the question, but it won't be an album. You asked album, but I'm trying to put it out in the next 2 months, depending on when I can drop my video, when I can get my
So is it like a mixtape, or what are we expecting here?
It's the amount of songs is really an album, but I just don't feel confident in my next project being an album. I keep saying that, like, I just feel like I'm really reinventing myself again because it took me a while to drop music. So I don't want to just come out with an album and expect for people to be excited about it.
Right.
So I kind of want to do like I don't really know, another EP or a mixtape. Like, that's another option, but it's coming, and Gotta Get Over You will be on there.
That's good to know. All right, let's see what else is going on. Somebody's asking, what's your size in clothing? Do y'all want to send her something? What's your P.O. box?
That's so funny because I don't have a P.O. box. And I was just saying the other day on my live, I was going to make a P.O. box because people tell me all the time they want to send me stuff. And if I want it, I'll get them my grandma's address. And that's not okay. Like, I have to stop doing that. But
we're going to get you a P.O. box today. Okay.
I'm going to get it today. I literally send everything to my grandma. She's like, "You have a package over here." And that's not okay for me to be doing that. But I'm going to make a P.O. box, and I'm going to tell y'all my sizes because I want all the stuff y'all be trying to send to me.
That is so funny. All right, guys. So she'll circle back regarding that.
Right.
All right. Let's see what other. Okay, the album is coming. She already responded. 2 months, possibly. It might be an EP, might be a mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Let's see what else is. What's your P.O. box? Nope. Okay, don't have one yet. It's coming.
Not yet. It's coming.
They're asking, where's the money?
The money has been working on his music. The money is his own person. Like, me and the money are a lot alike because we are both Pisces, and we just, we've always been like the same person, but he's more like the boy version, the boy Pisces. So he's not with anything, like, you don't see him on the show because he really is like, I'm over being T.I.'s son, like, and he feels
no way.
he feels like the shows are gonna always connect him to his parents, no matter what he does in his career. So that's why we don't see him on the show anymore, but he's always around.
So he's left the show.
Yeah, he's
essentially
left the show. Yeah, nobody said it, but he doesn't film.
All right, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else you guys. Okay, they want to know, when is FTCU video gonna drop?
FTCU's video was supposed to be filmed before we dropped it, but Corona has stopped everybody from going outside. But I still wanted for the songs to come out when my episode on Family Hustle came out. So We're planning to film the video as soon as possible, and as soon as I film it and it's edited, it's coming out.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. We have a really good question. When are you writing a book? Or would you ever write a
Great
book?
question. I would love to write a book. I've always been a book girl, and well, not really my mom, but my real dad always called me a nerd. My boyfriend calls me a nerd now because I read books. But I've tried to write a book a couple times about like my family, but like putting my own little fairy tale type
Right.
situation in there. And I was trying to get Deja to write it with me. And that kind of slowed me down because, we were trying to send each other chapters back and forth, and it wasn't working out. But I still want to write a book, so I probably will. I
Maybe
totally
that's
lost
the end of
it.
year goal. Oh yes, look, my friend Chanel is a book publisher, and she's like, "Hello,
Yes, hit me up.
SS Publishing." So we got to connect you two.
Yes.
And she does ebooks. She does everything. Black-owned company.
Okay. Love that.
Will you do? Will okay? Will the OMG girls do another tour?
You know what? I feel like with all these people coming back doing like reunion tours, it's
Right.
possible,
Right.
it's definitely possible. A lot of the people that we were on tour with years ago, like Miles Behavior and Jacob Lattimore, they were talking it up, but I mean nobody contacted the OMG girls. But I definitely feel like we
We're
would be.
gonna have to hit up Omarion. Okay, Omarion, can you get the
Telling you,
OMG girl?
I'm telling you. But
Oh my
yes, that was
goodness.
awesome.
That is so funny. Hold on, guys. Let's see other questions. They're asking, do you ever go to Baltimore with Izzy?
Yes, I do go to Baltimore with Izzy. And honestly, Baltimore used to be one of my favorite places to go when I was an OMG girls. Like we always would say, we love to perform in Baltimore and Chicago and New York were like our top places. Now, like just visiting Baltimore, I'm like, do I need to be here?
Why?
Because it's just like it's a lot going on in Baltimore, and my parents are always like, well, not really my parents, but my mom, my real dad too. He like don't even want to tell them when I go to Baltimore because now they're like calling me every 2 seconds. Are you okay? What are you doing? Where are you at? Because it's crazy in Baltimore. People they're not playing in Baltimore. Be safe out there, y'all.
Right. Wow. Sorry to hear that. I mean, we're laughing, but it's real. Like, oh
It's
my God.
real.
It's real.
But yeah,
Oh my goodness. We had a few questions asking about like any possible new music with Regine.
with Nay, you know what? Nay had this song that who sent it to her? Like her dad or somebody sent it to her. It was such a nice song, and she asked me to do it with her, and I did. But then I told her to take me off because she just really sounded good on her own, and it wasn't a song that I needed to be on. I feel like she just kind
Right.
of wanted me there for support and like
Right.
felt like, oh, like this would be better if we did it together. But we always say like we can do something else together because the song wasn't even a song that friends should be singing on together. It's kind of like a relationship type thing with
Right.
a person. But I think that, Nay's she's always flippy floppy with doing music. Like someday she's like, I'm gonna make a song, another day she's not worried about music. But it shall come, I think.
We had another question. Will you ever post the full length version of Loverboy?
They love that Loverboy. I would love to. I think me and other girls would love to, but we lost Loverboy a while ago. Like we recorded it and I think my studio, my house, the lake house, which is, our first family home, if you go back seasons of Family Hustle, and that studio is not even there anymore. Like they're rebuilding, doing all type of new things in that house.
That
So
must be painful.
yeah, like we tried to look for it for a minute because people still want Loverboy, but we have no idea where that song is. I mean, we could remake it, but then we can't even find the beat.
That is so, yeah, I hate when stuff like that happens. It's like, ah!
Yeah, like it's really tough keeping up with music that you record.
It's hard because it's like if you don't get a copy when you walk out, sometimes it ain't
Yeah.
happening.
So true.
Oh my God, let's see. You guys, we're going to take a few more questions and then we're going to let Zonnique start her day because we didn't abrupted this girl's morning.
Baby.
Okay, wait, let's see if we can just take a few more questions. What? I'm not going to ask that. Have you ever had a time when you felt self-conscious or insecure?
Definitely. I mean, I've had a lot. I'm just trying to think of a. I'm trying to think of a certain.
We're women. Oh,
yeah,
it's not easy.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy being a woman out here. People have all type of comments. They expect you to be away, look away. But I would say probably what was it, like last year for like months I was like pregnant to everybody. But I've never been a super skinny girl. Like I've never been the super skinny girl. So I'm just
That's
like,
so annoying.
Yeah, like anytime I had like a little pudge baby, I was pregnant. I'm just like, dang, like I'm getting fat. Like I need to do something about this.
But how do you feel when everyone's like, are you pregnant? It's like, yo, am I really that fat? That's like kind of painful.
Yes. And especially when it's a lot of people. And then when it's like, girl, when then people be like, yeah, I mean, I heard you was pregnant. And then they make it true. When it's more
right.
It becomes more true.
Right. And then everyone just is like stalking your page to see if you are pregnant. Oh my God. Now, we have some people asking, are you considering naming the EP Love Jones 2? And they said that you mentioned it yesterday. So is that going to be the exact name?
That is not going to be the name, but I still don't have a name. I don't know. Like the name part is always the hardest part for me. Even with the first project, like Love Jones came out of nowhere and I had never even seen the Love Jones movie until the day after I said I'm going to name it Love Jones. So I don't know. I have like a weird thing with names. I just want it to be something really that fits it.
Right.
It's Love Jones too, though.
Right. And have like a strong identity of its own.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a really good question. Tell us one of the lessons you've learned from your mom in TI. As far as like, it could be life, it could be career. What's a valuable lesson or valuable information, a piece of advice, a better way of putting it?
I would say that really it was for my career, but you can use it in anything, is to stay on top of, well, I'm going to use it as career, but you can use it in real life. But to stay on top of your career and don't let people do everything for you when it comes like, you build a team, but don't let them run everything. Like read your contracts and then have somebody reread them, but really know what's going on so that you can be the boss of your own life. Like you don't want people to just sign you up for stuff that doesn't even fit you. So, and I have a thing with that. Like I'm so laid back. People are like, you're the easiest person to work with. Because I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like, just do whatever I'm going to be. I'm just going to do. Like, I'm going to tell me what to do and I'm going to do it. Like, that's the type of person I am. My mom and dad are always like, no, like, really know and understand what they're talking about to make sure it's something that you want to do. So,
and that's really good advice because people will take control of your career. Next thing you know, child, you be broke. Like, and this has happened to a lot of artists. Like,
oh yes, baby, all the '90s artists for sure.
Oh my God! So someone asked a really cute question: which sibling do you have the most fun with?
Oh, I would say the most fun, Deja.
Plus, you guys are kind of close in age anyway, so.
Yeah, me and Deja, I mean, and she's a girl, and we're kind of close in age. We've always had to share rooms and just really grew up with each other. So we have this bond that we really hang out with each other. I love to, hang with King and stuff, and I'm not just hanging with him. Like, I have fun with him, but we, when we sit around each other, he's going to start playing a game, and I'm going to get irritated. Like, it's a little different.
Like, what's a dream collaboration for you? Who would you love to do a song with?
I always say I would love to do a song with Rihanna because Rihanna is my queen. But
okay, let's put that out there. Let's go on and tag Rihanna.
Gotta say that every time because love manifests. But Janae, SZA, her, Victoria Monet, Ariana Grande.
Girl, you're naming the greats, okay?
Like so many, honestly.
I love it. Well, oh my God, we have like so many questions for you.
My questions never look as good as how your questions are looking right now.
Oh my God, thank you, girl.
Yes, they get right. They never get me right like that.
Hold on. Let me see if I can access some of these questions. We're going to take literally like 2 more, and then we're going to let Zonnique on her way. So let's try to get this done like the next 5 minutes. All right. Let's see. There's so many questions, girl. Okay. How do you know who is really for you versus being around you for another reason? That's a good question.
That's a great question. I honestly don't have this problem that much, and I say this a lot. Yeah, like a lot of people that I've either dated or who are my friends, I've known forever, or like people I've dated, I went to school with. Izzy honestly is the only person that I met like off of Instagram, and we met up and we just happened to really click with each other. But and I'll just use Izzy as an example. Like when it comes to being on the show and stuff, like the producers always ask him, "Can Izzy be on the episode? Like, can we just get him on the show?" And he's like, "I'm not getting on y'all show. Like, that's just not what I want. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm trying to get clout." And I really never wanted my boyfriend to be on the show with me because I don't want anybody to try to name him as Zonnique's boyfriend. Like, I hate that for me being T.I. and Tiny's daughter. So I wouldn't want that for somebody else. So I feel like with Izzy, like he really showed me he's not just trying to be here to, be around.
Right. He really wants you. Right.
So, right. Exactly. But everybody else, they've known me for a long time.
All right, y'all. We're going to do one more question. Let's see. It's so many questions. You guys are the bomb today. You guys gave us some really good questions. Yes. Thank you to our bomb audience. Shout out to all hip hop's audience, and I'm sure Zonnique's audience came over and saw us too. Thank you.
Ooh,
I mean, it's so good, girl. I don't even know where to start. Let's see. This is a good one. How many tattoos do you have, and will you ever get any more?
That's a great question. I have like 16 tattoos. They're all so small. Yeah, you wouldn't even know it. I literally have a lot of tattoos, and I'm like a tattoo fanatic. I wanted a sleeve. I was really craving a sleeve recently, which I kind of got talked out of. But my mom was the one hyping it, like, "Oh, let's get sleeves together. Like, stop! You get this arm, I get this arm." Like that to a T. But I'm definitely going to get some more tattoos, but I'm going to try not to get like really big stuff because
that's so funny.
I have so much small stuff. I be wanting really big things now. And I'm trying not to do that.
Yo, that is so funny. Your mom was like, "Let's go together, girl."
Yes, she's always every time I tell her, I'm like, "I'm gonna have this idea." She's like, "I was thinking that. I want to do that too." Like, she's always saying that.
I love it, Zonnique. You have been an absolute pleasure. Guys, let's clap it up for Zonnique. Thank you for joining us today. You were absolutely amazing. Excuse me. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check us out, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays, but today Zonnique came in on a Wednesday, okay? Stay tuned for so much more with allhiphop.com. It's your girl, Celia Simone, signing off. Thanks, Zonnique. Catch you next time.
Thank you for having me.